Intelligence law says all organizations and citizens
Huawei
support, cooperate with, and collaborate in national intelligence work. It means in China there are no true privately controlled companies. And if we take a look at the founder of Huawei, he was a People's Liberation Army engineer for 2 decades. And then we take a look at the reaction of China to the arrest of Meng Wanzhou, which is the CFO of Huawei and the eldest daughter of the founder. And they arrested 2 Canadians immediately afterwards, and it clearly indicates the close ties between Beijing and Meng Wanzhou and the importance of Huawei to the ruling party. And then we also take a look at what Huawei is doing. Huawei is working with the Public Security Bureau in Xinjiang on their surveillance system, basically helping the Chinese government in the cultural genocide of the Uyghur people. And then at the same time, the technologies of the surveillance technology, the techniques and the experience that they developed and perfected domestically are being exported internationally to strengthen other authoritarian regime. That means that they will undermine the global development of free and open societies. So, and then at the same time, we take a look at the 23 charges from the U.S. government to Huawei and Meng Wanzhou, that it would include like bank fraud and stealing technologies, and it shows us how Huawei likely operates outside China. So if we look at Huawei, it is not a company that would shy away from helping dictatorial governments to suppress citizens or to use questionable business practices. So under this kind of operations, then if we let Huawei into our 5G network, at least it has 3 very serious consequences. The first one is we will be giving the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, the power to spy on our daily lives on our own Canadian soil. The 5G is considered the foundation for realizing the full potential of the Internet of Things, because it could be 100 to 200 times faster than 4G. When 5G is fully rolled out, it will be in our phones, our computers, our office devices, home appliances such as refrigerators, our electric cars, our neighborhoods. It will be in our shopping malls, public services, and government agencies. So it means no Canadian who wants a normal life could opt out from the 5G system. If Huawei equipment is used in our 5G networks, we will be stuck with our daily lives with the CCP. We will be giving an authoritarian regime the power to keep track of our government and our daily lives, to spy on what we have said and done in our own country. And the second very serious implication, we'll be giving the CCP an immense power to control Canadians who have business or family ties to China. Right now, a large number of Canadians have family ties or business dealings in China. The fear of the safety of their loved ones, or fear of reprisal on their businesses have already induced widespread self-censorship among them. If Huawei is in our 5G network, just knowing that there is a possibility of being closely monitored in daily life by the Chinese regime would be enough to cause many more Canadians to change our behaviors, and it would silence many more dissenting voices. So if this happens, it will bring irreversible damage to our democracy and freedom of speech.
So here's a question for you, Ivy. Obviously, in Canada, the United States, any other sort of major economic country, in dealing with China, there's a diplomatic tightrope to walk there. In the last few years, a lot of the lobbying over democracy and human rights concerns have taken a backseat to the desire to gain access to the Chinese market, and then its role as sort of a world economic power. How should countries like Canada deal with China, considering all the concerns you just outlined?
Well, first of all, I think that we needed to have a reality check. Is that after all these years, we kept saying that, well, China is a huge market, no one can afford to miss out on that. And after all these years, our trading relationship with China is that
extra large dark roast with one green.
4.3% right now up until 2017 figures, and we have a trading deficit of 36.5 billion. And that is after all these years of effort. So it's because China has a very strict and policies to preventing foreign investment and foreign companies to get a foothold into China's own domestic markets. This is a reality we must wake up to. And so even from the economic side, we have to rethink our China strategy, because the old one, the traditional one that we've been using, is not working. It's not bringing us any economic benefit so far. But at the same time, with this Huawei incident and the way that how China treated our 2 Canadians being arrested under arbitrary detention, they trump up any kind of national security threat to anybody that they wanted to detain or arrest, which is their common tactics. And we can see after so-called we are having a friendly relationship with China, when they are angry with us, they will immediately just trash everything, and then they will do whatever they like. So it tells us one thing, that if we are dealing with China and trying to separate trade from human rights, at the end, we are not getting either one. It will come back to haunt us that we are ending up is helping a dictatorship to get stronger and stronger, to a point that they actually have the ability and the power now to come back to attack our democratic system. That is actually something that is very, very alarming.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Ivy, we're out of time. I'm afraid we're going to have to let you go, but I want to just thank you for taking a few moments to try to explain that. I think it's a serious issue, and I think it's one that people need to take a little bit of time to get their head immersed in, because it does pose, I think, a significant risk. But thanks for taking a little bit of time to chat with us. We really appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
That's Ivy Lee. She wrote an article for the Macdonald Laurier Institute called Huawei, a risk that Canadians definitely can't afford. Give it a read. I put it out on my Twitter account, and of course, if you...
So guys, what do you think? She's right. They should have, a couple of moments, they should have had her on the radio all day to talk about what's going on in communist China and what their ideas are. We knew this. It's not like it's a big secret. It's just a lot of people... We're living in the feelings era, and a lot of people don't know, how to say no or how to turn down some, foreign companies for coming in, A lot of this housing bubble was bought up by foreign companies, foreign companies, but it was foreign investors too, but a lot of them were in numbered shell companies. These are big companies. So a lot of people would put money in, a lot of money in, and then what do? They go ahead and buy up properties, and then the Canadian proper can't afford to compete with that market. It's a very simple diagnostic. If you see what's going on, you don't have to really go too far to diagnose what the real problem is. You know what I'm saying? So that was a really good interview with her. I kind of wish they kind of went a bit longer, and I kind of wish the broadcaster asked a few more in-depth questions, like a little bit more deeper, something more. It's a more personal Chinese questions, more personal Chinese secrets, like more that we should know about, because there's a lot going on. There's only on the surface, right? It's only what gets leaked out that we know. That's how the news works. And if another news site's first on the scene, they collaborate with other news sites to sell us the same story. So whatever gets leaked out by accident or by a whistleblower, that's the news. That's what we know so far, right? So I want to know what you guys think about this Huawei insider talks. She's got a lot of inside information, understanding on how. She wrote an article there. I'm going to see if I could find it. They do mention it at the end of the interview there. But, okay. I gotta wake up, man. Oof. Here's my man, Zach, crossing the street there. Anyways, I want to know what you guys think. Where are things going, guys? I mean, we're in the war of feelings right now, where everybody's feelings are getting hurt. Everybody's so sensitive nowadays. It's like, holy crap. Look at my comment section. I get told off every day. I'm like, whatever. It's not going to ruin my life. It's not going to ruin my reputation. People know. True people, real people know who I am. You know what I'm saying? People that know me personally know who I am. There's too much hate out there. Stop hating. Jeez, Luis. Anyways, I'm here at the shop. I gotta find parking though. There's no parking. Oh, it's slammed right up. The problem I have is a lot of people park at my in front of my store, and then they get mad at me if their car gets broken into because I'm not watching their car. And I'm like, guys, I'm not paid to watch your car here. Oh, but you're here. How come you can't watch the store, my car? I'm like, well, because I'm busy watching my store. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think. Please let me know what you guys think. I'd like to know what you guys are feeling out there. Spying, Big Brother. We always thought it was our government that was going to spy on us. Now it's foreign governments getting our information. Comment below. Let me know. Thanks for watching.